systemic challenges, love persists. Foster parents like Dana open their hearts and homes, offering stability and care. They navigate the complexities of the system. They fight for the children in their care. They learn to decode the language of trauma. They offer patience and understanding to children who have learned to expect the worst. They celebrate small victories. These are the stories of the foster care system. Stories of heartbreak and resilience. Stories of a system in desperate need of reform. But above all, stories of the enduring power of love in the face of profound loss.
I don't want to put them away. It'll take longer to leave when I have to go.
For a child like 10-year-old Alex, a suitcase represents more than just belongings. It's a symbol of impermanence, a constant reminder that home is a fluid concept. When Dana, his foster mother, encourages him to unpack, his refusal speaks volumes. His words, though quiet, carry the weight of past hurts, of promises broken and goodbyes that came too soon. Each time he's had to pack that suitcase, it's been a prelude to another loss, another upheaval. Dana, her heart aching for him, tries to reassure him. "Alex," she says softly, "this is your home for as long as you need it to be." But his trust, like a fragile seedling, has been trampled too many times. He's heard those words before, only to be disappointed. He's learned to protect himself by keeping his heart shielded, his belongings unpacked.
Why do you even care? I don't need a babysitter.
The fear of abandonment manifests in different ways. For Alex, it's the suitcase. For Mia, a 15-year-old also in Dana's care, it's a deep-seated mistrust of adults. She bristles at any attempt at affection, interpreting care as control. Her words sting, but Dana understands. Mia has learned to survive by relying only on herself. She's built walls around her heart, convinced that emotional detachment is the only way to avoid getting hurt. "I know you've had to be strong," Dana says, her voice gentle but firm. "But you don't have to be alone anymore." Mia doesn't answer, but her silence speaks volumes. The idea of letting someone in, of allowing herself to be vulnerable, is terrifying. She spent years pushing people away, and now the thought of connection is both alluring and terrifying. These walls of self-preservation, while understandable, make it challenging for foster children to form meaningful bonds. They crave love and stability, but struggle to believe they deserve it. They push away the very people trying to help them heal. Every attempt at connection is met with suspicion. Every act of kindness is scrutinized for ulterior motives. They've been hurt before, and the fear of being hurt again is paralyzing. Their journey is a delicate dance between pushing away and yearning for closeness. It's a testament to the enduring power of trauma, and a reminder that healing takes time, patience, and unwavering love. Trauma doesn't always manifest in visible scars. For foster children, it often festers beneath the surface, erupting in unexpected and often misunderstood ways. They carry a wellspring of emotions they haven't learned to process. Fear, anger, grief, and a deep-seated sense of loss simmer just beneath the surface. Alex, despite his quiet demeanor, carries the weight of his past on his small shoulders. When he learns that a weekend visit with his sibling has been canceled, the news triggers a torrent of emotions he can't contain. A hurled cup becomes a physical manifestation of his inner turmoil.
You don't understand. You don't know what it's like to have people leave you all the time.
Dana understands that his outburst stems from a place of deep-seated fear and insecurity. These outbursts, while challenging, are not acts of defiance. They are cries for help, expressions of pain that haven't found a healthy outlet. Foster children often lack the vocabulary to articulate their emotions. They resort to acting out as a way of communicating their distress. Mia, with her tough exterior, is no different. When Dana tries to engage her in a conversation about her day, Mia erupts.
Why do you always have to know everything about me? Stop acting like you're my mom.
Dana recognizes that Mia's anger isn't directed at her personally. It's a defense mechanism, a way of keeping people at arm's length.
I'm not trying to replace anyone, Mia, but I also can't pretend I don't care when I see you're upset.
For foster parents, navigating these emotional landmines requires immense patience, empathy, and a deep well of compassion. It's about recognizing that every behavior, no matter how difficult, is a form of communication. It's about creating a safe space for children to express their emotions without fear of judgment or rejection. It's about responding with love and understanding, even when it's hard. It's about remembering that healing from trauma is not a linear process. There will be setbacks and breakthroughs, moments of anger and moments of tenderness. It's about being there through it all, offering a steady presence amidst the storm. The foster care system, designed to be a safety net, often feels more like a labyrinth of bureaucracy. Foster parents like Dana navigate a tangled web of regulations, paperwork, and long waits, all while trying to provide a loving and stable home for the children in their care. One evening, Dana finds herself on hold with the foster agency, her patience wearing thin. She's trying to reschedule Alex's therapy appointment, a seemingly simple task that has now consumed over an hour of her evening. Dana, 30 minutes just to reschedule one session. They think we have all the time in the world to wait around. As the hold music drones on, Dana thinks about the stack of paperwork on her kitchen counter. Forms to be filled out in triplicate, reports to be filed, and phone calls to be made. The administrative burden is relentless, pulling her away from the children who need her most. The system, bogged down by its own complexity, often loses sight of the individual children it's meant to serve. Each child becomes a file, a case number, lost in a sea of paperwork. Dana has experienced this firsthand. When she voices concerns about Alex's well-being or advocates for additional support, she's often met with resistance. Social worker. We understand your concern, Dana, but resources are limited. Limited resources, Dana thinks bitterly. Those two words have become synonymous with the foster care system. Limited resources for therapy, for education, for basic necessities. Limited resources for the very children who need them most. The lack of support extends beyond material resources. Foster parents often find themselves emotionally drained, carrying the weight of the system's shortcomings on their shoulders. They witness firsthand the impact of broken promises and unmet needs. Dana remembers the day Alex came to her, his eyes wide with fear and uncertainty. He'd been promised a stable home, a loving family, but the reality was far different. He was just one of countless children lost in a system ill-equipped to meet their needs. As Dana hangs up the phone, still no closer to rescheduling Alex's appointment, she feels a wave of exhaustion wash over her. The fight for adequate care, for basic needs to be met, is a constant battle. A battle that often leaves her feeling defeated and disillusioned. The ultimate test of Dana's love and resilience comes in the form of a court order. Alex, despite the progress he's made, is scheduled for a visit with his biological parent. As Dana helps him pack his small bag, his fear is palpable.
I don't want to go. Please, Dana, don't make me.
Her heart breaks for him. She's seen glimpses of his trauma, heard his nightmares, and witnessed his slow journey toward healing. And yet she has no legal right to prevent this visit. Dana. I'm so sorry, Alex. I wish things were different. At the door, as the social worker waits, Alex's grip on Dana's hand tightens.
What if they don't bring me back? Dana, they will, Alex. But I'll be here waiting for you no matter what.
As Alex disappears into the car, Dana feels a wave of helplessness wash over her. She's bound by a system that prioritizes reunification, often overlooking the emotional well-being of children like Alex. She's forced to relinquish control, to place her trust in a process that feels deeply flawed. Later that evening, pacing her living room, Dana makes a desperate call to her supervisor. Dana, as narrator. He's not ready, she pleads, her voice trembling with frustration. They don't understand what he's been through.
The supervisor's response is calm, almost robotic. We have to follow the court's decision, Dana, she says. Reunification is always the primary goal. Dana, as narrator. But what about what's best for Alex? Dana asks, her voice rising in anger. Who's looking out for him? The question hangs in the air, unanswered.
Dana knows the system is designed to protect children, but sometimes it feels like it's failing the very people it's meant to serve. As days turn into nights and Alex's visit stretches longer than expected, Dana is tormented by worry. She replays their last moments together, searching for signs she might have missed, for words left unspoken. The weight of her limited power as a foster parent settles heavily on her. Each ring of the phone sends a jolt of hope and fear through her. Is it Alex calling to say he's coming home? Or is it the social worker with news she doesn't want to hear? The uncertainty is unbearable, a constant reminder of the fragility of her role. In these agonizing moments, Dana grapples with the limitations of her role, the heartbreak of loving a child she might not be able to protect. The experience leaves her questioning the system, advocating for change, and clinging to the hope that one day, the voices of foster children and those who love them will finally be heard. Amidst the heartache and challenges, glimmers of hope emerge. Moments of connection, however small, serve as powerful reminders of the resilience of the human spirit. One evening, as Dana prepares dinner, she notices Alex hovering in the doorway. He's been quiet all day, withdrawn since his return from the visit with his biological parent. Dana's heart aches for him, but she resists the urge to pry.
Can I help?
To her surprise, Alex takes a tentative step into the kitchen. He moves towards the table, his gaze fixed on a half-finished jigsaw puzzle. It's a picture of a lighthouse, a beacon of hope amidst a stormy sea. Dana smiles, her heart warming at his unexpected request. Dana, of course, come join me. As they work on the puzzle together, a comfortable silence settles between them. Dana senses that Alex needs this quiet companionship, a safe space to process his emotions. She doesn't push him to talk, but she makes it clear that she's there for him, ready to listen when he's ready to share.
Look, it fits.
Suddenly, Alex picks up a puzzle piece, a bright yellow fragment of sky. His voice is filled with a childlike wonder that Dana hasn't heard in weeks. The puzzle becomes a metaphor for their shared journey. Each piece, though seemingly insignificant on its own, contributes to a larger picture, a picture of healing, connection, and the enduring power of love. Later that evening, as Dana tucks Alex into bed, he reaches out and takes her hand. His grip is tentative at first, but then it tightens, a silent expression of gratitude and trust.
Thank you.
Dana doesn't need words to understand the depth of his feelings. In that shared silence, in the simple act of holding his hand, she feels a profound sense of connection. It's a moment of pure, unspoken love, a testament to the healing power of human touch. The stories of Alex, Mia, and countless other children like them illuminate the complexities of the foster care system. They are stark reminders of a system grappling with limited resources, bureaucratic hurdles, and the delicate balance of reunification versus well-being. While foster parents like Dana bravely open their homes and hearts, they often find themselves navigating a system that can feel impersonal and unforgiving. These stories are a call for change. They highlight the urgent need for increased funding, improved support systems for foster families, and a shift in focus towards trauma-informed care. These children, who have already endured so much, deserve more than a broken system. They deserve a chance to heal, to thrive, and to experience the unwavering love and stability every child deserves.